Hello, 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 and welcome back once again to this blah 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 to the Stanley Parable something or another extended ultimate extra fun edition. And we're now doing the extended ultimate extra fun stuff. So um, we have basically in the last episode said goodbye to our bucket friend. We also got the last of our collectibles, and we're now going on a trip through the memory zone again, and we're collecting more collectibles. And by more, I mean more than the limit. So let's do this. Wha onwards. Okay.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine,
This one.
right here by the red and blue doors.
12.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps
Yeah.
because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
It's true.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Well, they both go the same way. Cool. You are in the present.
And then
Ooh,
there
hello.
was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do
Huh.
but move
The
on
past,
into
the
the
present.
future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh, okay. Right, so what have we got?
No,
Oh.
I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oh, okay. Sure. We can do that, I guess.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must
Yeah.
say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh man. He's addicted. He's addicted to collecting mini stands. Which is fine. We've all been there.
Here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh no.
Yes, I love that video.
They did that deliberately. But now I've got 14. No one can stop me unless I like fall off of this walkway, which I think is very plausible. Okay, cool. And then the pink room. The pink room is weird. What the hell is the pink
Still
room?
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
That is whispering. That weird egg is whispering.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay. Oh, we can't do it. Okay. I thought it was loading for a second there, but but it was not.
This was our second Figly. Don't you remember? Yes,
I
I
do.
remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Okay.
This is it, the very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Okay. to the exit. Collect them all. Can you find them all? Whoa, okay. Now we're here. The signs have nothing. Collectibles. The jump circle. Oh my god, the jump circle is back.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I guess we're just going backwards again, I guess. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on. Oh, that was just devastating. Right.
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? Classic memory, this one.
We've just... But we've been doing this a moment ago.
And before everything else, there was your office.
It's true. This was the beginning.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's
Hope
something
so.
I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Okay.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay. So do we need to just do the default story now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
The
memo.
end is never the end.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The end is never the end, indeed. That one was different. The bucket's back. Wait, what?
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Okay, we have a replacement bucket. Okay, what have we not done? We didn't go back down the adventure line corridor.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, I want to try something. I feel like there could be a way to put the bucket in the broom closet.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Oh, if I mess this up. Hang on. Hang on. I want to try and do the line, the adventure line again, but in the Stanley Parable 2, so...
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is
we
this
ignore the
Stanley's
bucket.
office? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct
We do the
waiting
right.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So can we do the adventure
It was
line now?
okay.
But it'd be
But
different.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Let's see.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back...
Okay. So what is left?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries?
Okay,
Did
so I
something crucial
think
happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
what we might have to do is put the bucket outside using the escape pod again. And then just complete the game normally.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever...
Is this what we're doing? It's all I can think
Stanley
of.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know, I might look it up. Okay, I'm going to stop recording for a sec. I'm going to look up what the final step is. I don't know whether we have to do it in an order kind of thing. I don't know whether we have to put the bucket in the escape pod and then complete the game normally, or what. No, you know, I don't want to like just.
Still no one was here.
No, okay, we're going to give this a go.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
So,
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase,
Up here.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
up here, up here, up here, up here, in,
Stepping in,
out. Bucket, go to escape room. Yeah. Come on, we can do this. We can 110% do this. We literally just need to friggin' get rid of the bucket one more time so that it's not on the pedestal when we come back. And then we escape normally, and I think the bucket will be outside waiting for us. I think that's how we do it. I hope that that's how we do it. Right, so we know nothing's over there, so we need to go all the way up to 760, was it? So, yeah. See, this is the one thing about this game, and I said it in the original as well, like, and they haven't really fixed it in the sequel, is that you can kind of just get stuck in an infinite loop, because the game doesn't, like, give you any indication that nothing's going to happen. You sort of just have to feel it out, which isn't great. But I don't know. I feel like this is the way to do it, though. I feel like you do bucket in escape pod, and once bucket is in escape pod, you can then complete the game normally, meet up with the bucket outside. Maybe. So, escape pod. Okay, can we skip it? No. Okay, we have to watch it again. I am going to maybe get a guide up, just in case this is wrong. Because I can't think of anything else to do. Right. I couldn't get to the
Stanley
guide
knew
in
the
time.
office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others,
No
wherever they
bucket.
were. Just a matter of time.
We have no bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on his left. Through the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing
there.
here. So he turned around and got back. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's the bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
I
again
think it's
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
4,
Shocked,
2,
unraveled,
5?
Stanley wondered in disbelief
I'm
who
wrong.
orchestrated this.
God damn
What
it.
dark
I have it
secret
written
was
down.
being held from him? What he
2,
could
8,
not
4,
have
5.
known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with
It's
some
actually
calming
slower,
new age
isn't it?
music.
Okay, well, we'll look at the fireplace, because that's good.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Right. Sorry, I was about to look into the guide. See what I can do. Okay. Everything's terrifying. Yep.
Stanley walked
Yep.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No escape. Straight through. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, damn it. Sorry. I read the guide for a second and the dialogue's done. Whoa.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never...
Right, we've turned it off. So it's saying here that there is a ending that is an epilogue.
blackness and a rising
involves-
chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It involves closing and
He had
reopening the
won.
game.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would
I
anyone
don't
tell him where
think
to
this
go,
is going to be it.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
No,
It
it
was
doesn't look like it,
perhaps
does it?
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the
this is
cool
the
breeze upon his
end.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, so I think we're going to have to close and reopen the game a few times, which means the recording's going to get a little bit jumpy. The bucket's back. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do, I think. So yeah, alright. I will catch you guys in a moment when I have closed and reopened the game. I'll probably... Oh god, I'm going to have to delete some of this, aren't I? I might have to include some text on screen, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Either way, I will catch you guys in a sec. Okay. Booted up the game again. Let's see if anything happens. But it says I have to do it multiple times, so I don't know what exactly is going to happen. What time is it? Can I just, like, make up? Oh, does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyways. God damn it, I knew it. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games weren't meant to be played alone. Were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Interesting. And it's there. It is immediately there. Alright. I think it's time. So, let's actually end it. Let's end this. We've done every ending that I can think of. And looking through this guide, I don't actually think I missed any either. Many, many years later. Oh, we're here again. Well, oh. Okay. No. This away. So. So I guess this is after the whole everything gets ruined by a skip button ending. Office chairs. This music is great. That's pretty. Okay. So we're just wandering the desert at the moment then. Ooh. Oh, it's the door to the memory zone. Awesome. Hello. I'm excited. I think I know what this is. Oh, please. Please have come full circle. Has it happened? Holy crap. That's mad. That is mad. I mean, it's not mad, it's just basic. Well, it's not basic, it's programming. Oh, we got the bucket back. Okay, okay. This was the bucket we saved. I actually saved it twice, but I probably would have cut the second time that I saved it because I was like experimenting to see if anything new happens. It didn't. Okay. Hello. I've got a reassurance bucket, so you just try and mess with me. Review. The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting, a welcome reprieve from something. And that's Cookie9 who wrote the terrible review. What's this? We did that. We did that. We moved the cat and the dog together, and that's what happened there. Oh man. Okay, the mammal times. Freaking brilliant. Wait. We came from that way, so. Okay. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Something Aggregate review scores in video game history second. Decide sign up for updates. Get on the green. It's not like Kermit juice. Anywho. Okay, so that's going around here. Oh, what we got? Name.
Jim. 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 Jim.
Well, that went really well. Wait, there's more of them. Oh my god. Do they say anything different?
Jim. Jim. Jim.
Oh man. The gym buttons. They are.
Jim. Jim. Jim.
What's that? What is that? It's like a cartoon. I'm assuming of the developers, maybe? Huh. That's cool. Maybe, if that's what it is. Yeah, I got 20. Oh, whoa, 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 nearly missed you. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. Oh, I didn't even need to crouch, apparently. I can't see anything. Oh. It's a tree. Oh, God, okay. I wasn't actually intending to... Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make the new title for our game. Oh man. Okay, Stanley Parable 3. I quite like Fistful of... Fistful of... Fistful of Mind Control Machine? Or half employee, half... Nah, we'll go Mind Control Machine. Oh, we can do more. Oh, okay, right. It's like you pick one. Or we could do a whisper. A whisper of Mind Control Machine. Done. The Stanley Parable 3, A Whisper of Swimming Pool. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. Oh my god. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forwards with this plan? It still sounds like Assassin's Creed to me. I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. I mean... I understand. Sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Wait, is that it? What? Okay, we're gonna cut, I think, and then we'll come back. I think I picked the wrong thing. Maybe. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. Right, we'll come back once I get to the final room. Okay. I am back in the room. I figure we'll have an actual look around this time. Just in case. Okay. Thank you for enjoying the new content. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. Okay, now we're going to come back to the computer. I'm hoping it might skip some of the stuff maybe. Oh, hello. You're back. It's good to see you again. Did you reconsider my idea of inventing new silly subtitles for the sequels? Yes. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you that broken trophy, did he? Huh. Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright there. The trophy machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself, forever. And I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. You know what? I'm going to do it for you. One more time. And you know what? It's not far off. It's not far off. Oh, okay, my phone just switched off and I can't remember what I just read. There we go. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. It's all good. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. That was random. That was really random. I had a mad bit of a cough. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. I'm trying. The Stanley Parable 3. A Whisper of Swimming Pool. Oh, there's a car. Shall we see if anything occurs?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Okay. Now,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps...
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
wait. But we can...
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Wait, but... Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, I had something that I wanted to try. We can reset the game if it doesn't work.
Bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Because I am so convinced that you can, like... Because they said at the beginning...
Still no one was here.
You go into
Stanley
the
needed
broom
the bucket's
closet.
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did,
sure.
you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
They said that it was like the closet was cooling for the bucket. So wait, can we... Okay. Let's pick up the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
As Stanley
Bucket.
lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. Oh, New content?
New content.
What does that mean? New content.
New content with a bucket. That's what it means.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable
Okay.
Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After
Okay.
receiving critical and
I've got a funny
commercial
feeling
success,
that this
it was
isn't gonna...
expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait,
I think
Stanley,
we've completed
I just
it.
now realized that bucket you're holding.
Oh.
It's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
Okay.
How
Okay.
did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
Okay. We're getting
Hold
something.
on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
Jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
No jumps. No jumps, baby. He didn't say anything about it.
Hole, the giant door, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting?
They
Did
were
they
something.
fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Have I
Sure.
figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Yeah. I'm facing the wrong way. Did it do that before? I feel like it didn't.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
Yes.
You carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul.
Yes.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, 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 I win.
Okay. I love him. So,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
okay, it's just... Is it the same? Oh, okay. Return to the Stanley Parable Expo Hall. Okay. I might have to make this a stupid long two-parter video because I think I've gone over my time. It's kind of hard to tell though, because I've cut the video so many times. That's okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be.
I remember.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
It did it again. Everything's backwards.
Yes, you see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
Okay.
entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
So if I go to the bucket now, what happens?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here? How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Oh man.
Stanley! Oh, thank God. I didn't
No!
lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much
You
the bucket meant to me,
monster!
but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
So, what do I do now? No, I don't have one anymore. But it's,
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
oh, I have to do it. Oh, god damn it. But this time around.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yeah,
Get Well Someday it is.
that is actually the one I wanted. Oh yeah, the trophy works. Let's do it. Quickly.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy. Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah?
Breathe. Just breathe.
Okay. So I got the trophy. Everything's going well. It's all going well. So wait, is everything like...
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump
You know
circle?
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
It's already done.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Next up, collectible. Out of order, you've been here already. Okay. Infinite hole. Okay. I think we've done everything that we can do.